Right, so today we're going to be diving into the world of Stevedores.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, so we're going to be looking at RoleCatcher's career and interview guides for this deep dive.
Great resources.
And they are really packed with some great information to help people land that job.
Yeah, for sure. I think what's really interesting about this deep dive is that we're not just like prepping you for any interview,
Yeah.
We're
Well,
getting you ready to like step into a role that's literally the backbone of global trade.
yeah, and we're going to get into all the details of that. And, you know, when people hear Stevedores, maybe it doesn't sound like the most
Glamorous.
glamorous gig, right?
Jay.
But there's so much to it.
It really is.
So the career guide actually highlights some surprising perks, like high earning potential job security.
Mm-hmm.
Who would want that?
Yeah, those are great perks. And, it ties into the bigger picture too, right?
Yeah.
Like as global trade continues to grow, the demand for skilled stevedores is just constantly increasing.
Yeah.
Which means more job security and more earning potential for you.
Exactly. So, okay, let's get down to the nitty-gritty here.
Let's do it.
What does a stevedore actually do?
Yeah.
I mean, we see the ships, the containers.
Right. The big picture.
But what's happening behind the scenes?
Yeah. So the career guide actually breaks this down really beautifully.
Okay.
So you're not just loading and unloading cargo.
Right.
You're literally orchestrating the entire movement of goods.
Wow.
From sorting and handling to operating heavy machinery and ensuring that everything complies with all those safety regulations.
So it's like a real-life Tetris game
But
with higher stakes.
higher stakes, exactly.
Way higher stakes.
And I think what's really cool is you're working in this dynamic, like constantly evolving environment.
Oh, yeah.
Like think bustling warehouses, sprawling distribution centers, shipping yards with those giant cranes.
Yeah.
It's a world of constant movement and logistical precision.
It sounds exciting.
It is.
And maybe not for the faint of heart. But okay, so let's get into the interview guide because that jumps right into the top 10 questions that you're likely to face in an interview.
Okay, let's do it.
Are you ready to tackle them?
Bring it on. I'm ready.
Okay, question number 1. What experience do you have working in a maritime environment?
Okay.
So what if someone listening hasn't actually worked on the docks before?
So this is where we need to think outside the box a little bit.
Okay.
Even if you haven't worked directly in that maritime setting, you can still highlight transferable skills from other roles.
Okay.
So have you worked in construction, warehousing, or any other physically demanding job?
Yeah. So even if your resume doesn't scream docks, you can still showcase those relevant experiences
Absolutely.
that demonstrate you can handle it.
Exactly. And it's all about connecting the dots for the interviewer, right?
Right.
So let's say you've operated forklifts in a warehouse.
Okay.
That's directly applicable.
Yes.
Or maybe you've managed inventory or, ensured safety protocols were followed. Worked in a fast-paced, physically demanding environment. These all translate beautifully.
They do. And this is where RoleCatcher's AI can be a huge help, right?
Absolutely. So RoleCatcher's AI actually goes deep into that specific job description
Okay.
and pinpoints the exact skills that the employer is looking for, and then it helps you showcase those skills in your application, even if they're not explicitly from a maritime background.
That's so cool.
It is.
So it's like having a personal career coach guiding you through the whole thing.
Precisely. And it goes beyond just your resume, too. It provides feedback on your interview responses.
Oh, wow.
So it's really making sure that you're, like, nailing those key points.
Amazing. Okay, so back to the hot seat.
Okay.
Question number 2. Describe a time when you had to follow strict safety protocols and procedures.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Big one, right?
Yeah.
Safety is paramount.
The interviewer wants to see that you not only understand those safety protocols, but that you have a proven track record of following them, like, meticulously.
Yeah, so how do we answer that without just, like, listing off all the rules?
Tell a story.
Okay.
Think about a specific situation where you had to follow strict safety guidelines. Maybe you were operating heavy machinery, working at heights, handling hazardous materials.
Okay.
Walk the interviewer through that situation and really emphasize the steps that you took to ensure safety, and then highlight the positive outcome.
And I bet they're going to ask follow-up questions, too,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
to see if you're really thinking critically about safety.
Right. Like, what would you do if you noticed a coworker not following protocol?
Exactly.
That's a big one.
So you got to be prepared to discuss how you'd handle that. Calmly, professionally emphasizing everyone's safety on the job.
It's a team effort.
Okay. Question number 3. How would you prioritize and plan your workday when handling multiple tasks?
Okay.
So time management skills are super important.
Yeah, in any job, but especially in a fast-paced environment like this one. It's all about showcasing your organizational skills and like your ability to stay cool under pressure.
Right. And again, don't just say, oh, I'm good at multitasking.
Right. Give a specific example.
Give him that example.
Use the STAR method.
Oh, yeah.
Describe the situation, the task, the action you took, and the result.
Love that.
Yeah, really paint that picture for them of how you effectively manage your time, prioritize tasks, and achieve success.
You know what I'm realizing here?
What's that?
It's not just about the technical skills.
Right.
It's about these soft skills.
Yes.
Communication, problem-solving, leadership.
Yeah.
And like you said, that strong safety mindset.
You nailed it. Those soft skills are what truly set you apart as a candidate.
Yeah.
It shows the interviewer that you're not just a worker, you're a valuable asset to their team.
And before we move on to question number 4, I want to circle back to RoleCatcher.
Yes.
Because we talked about how its AI can tailor your resume and your responses, but what about practicing for those questions?
Yeah, so that's one of my favorite features of RoleCatcher is this built-in interview simulator that allows you to practice your responses in a realistic setting. It even provides feedback on your delivery, analyzing your tone of voice, your pacing, your body language.
Oh, wow. So it's like a virtual mock interview.
Exactly.
To help you kind of get rid of those nerves and perfect everything.
And the beauty of it is that it's specifically tailored to the Stevedore role.
Oh, wow.
So you're practicing with questions and scenarios that are directly relevant to the job you're applying for.
That is amazing. Okay, so let's get back into it.
Let's do it.
Question number 4. Tell us about a time you had to operate and maintain dock equipment, like cranes or forklifts.
Okay.
Seems pretty straightforward.
It might seem that way, but there's more to it than just listing your certifications or experience.
Okay.
The interviewer really wants to understand like your level of comfort and competence with those tools.
Yeah.
You know, how do you handle them? Are you safe with them?
So should we focus on specific tech-rich details?
While technical knowledge is important, it's equally important to showcase your problem-solving skills and your ability to handle like unexpected situations.
So what if you've operated similar equipment, but not the exact models they use?
Be honest about your experience level, but emphasize your willingness to learn and adapt quickly.
Okay.
You can even turn it into a positive by saying something like, while I haven't operated that specific crane model, I'm a fast learner and have a strong understanding of like the underlying principles of crane operation, and I'm confident I can quickly get up to speed with the necessary training.
Yeah, that shows initiative. Positive attitude.
Exactly. And don't forget to mention any relevant safety training or certifications that you have.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
That demonstrates your commitment to operating that equipment safely and responsibly.
Okay, question number 5. Describe a situation where you had to ensure the accuracy and completeness of documentation.
Okay.
Paperwork might not be the most fun part.
No, but it is crucial.
But crucial for smooth operations.
Yeah, absolutely. This question is all about showcasing your attention to detail and your commitment to accuracy.
Okay.
The interviewer wants to know that you understand the importance of meticulous record keeping, especially when it comes to safety and compliance.
Right. So how do we make this answer stand out?
Think of a time when you had to handle important documents.
Okay.
Maybe invoices, shipping, manifests, safety reports. Describe that situation, the steps you took to ensure accuracy, and the positive impact of your diligence.
Yeah. And I'm guessing follow-up questions could be about how you handle errors.
Yes.
Or discrepancies.
Be prepared to discuss your process for identifying and rectifying errors.
Yeah.
Emphasize your commitment to maintaining accurate records. You could even mention any specific software or systems you've used.
Oh, yeah.
For document management, highlighting your tech savviness.
Good idea. Okay, we are making great progress here.
We are.
Question number 6. How would you handle conflicts or difficult situations with coworkers or customers on the docks?
The classic behavioral question.
Everyone loves those.
Everyone's favorite.
Right, but they're important.
Incredibly valuable.
Because they're trying to gauge your interpersonal skills.
Exactly.
Your conflict resolution abilities, your professionalism.
All those good things.
All those things. So how do we navigate this successfully?
Think of a specific example where you faced a conflict, ideally in a work setting. It doesn't have to be a major blow-up.
Right.
Even a minor disagreement can be a great example.
Okay.
Walk the interviewer through the situation using that STAR method, highlighting your ability to remain calm, communicate effectively, and find a resolution that worked for everyone involved.
What if our listener hasn't had to deal with any major conflicts?
That's okay. You can still draw on experiences from your personal life or volunteer work.
Well,
The key is to demonstrate your ability to handle difficult situations with grace and maturity.
I bet they'll ask follow-ups about different types of conflict,
Oh, yeah.
like an angry customer or a coworker who's not pulling their weight.
Exactly. Be prepared to discuss your strategies for de-escalating situations, finding common ground,
Yeah.
and maintaining a positive working relationship even when things get tough.
Great advice. Okay, we've tackled 6 questions.
We're on a roll.
We are on a roll, but before we dive into the next set, I want to remind everyone, we've only just scratched the surface of what RoleCatcher can do.
Oh, there's so much more.
So much more.
Its AI analyzes thousands of job descriptions and interview responses,
Oh, wow.
giving you personalized insights and recommendations to help you stand out from the crowd.
It's incredible. And, it's not just about getting the job.
Yeah.
It's about setting yourself up for success in your career.
Long term.
And we're going to explore those long-term aspects later on.
We will.
But for now, let's keep conquering these interview questions.
Let's do it. Welcome back to our Stevedore deep dive. We are in the thick of those interview questions.
I know, I'm ready for more.
All right, so question number 7 throws you right into the heart of the action. Describe how you would ensure the safe and efficient loading and unloading of cargo from a ship.
Oh, boy.
This one really tests your ability to think on your feet and prioritize safety in a high-stakes environment.
Yeah, it's like a giant synchronized dance, right?
Exactly.
You've got the cranes, the containers, people working in close proximity.
Wait, no room for error.
No room for error.
And the interviewer wants to see that you understand that. They're looking for someone who can think strategically, anticipate those potential hazards, and make decisions that keep everyone safe,
Right.
while ensuring that the cargo is handled efficiently.
Okay, so how do we showcase those skills?
So start by taking a picture of the scene for the interviewer.
Okay.
Describe the key players involved, the ship's crew, the dock workers, the crane operators, and really emphasize the importance of clear communication and coordination between everyone.
So it's not just about knowing how to operate a forklift. It's about understanding how all the pieces fit together.
Exactly. And you can even mention specific communication tools or protocols that you've used in the past,
Okay.
like hand signals, radios, digital checklists. It shows that you're familiar with the language of the docks and that you take communication seriously.
And of course, safety should be woven throughout the entire answer.
Absolutely. Emphasize the importance of those pre-shift safety briefings, regular equipment inspections, and having a clear plan in place for handling emergencies.
Yeah.
The interviewer wants to know that you're not just focused on getting the job done, but that you're committed to doing it safely.
Right, and I bet they'll ask how you handle, unexpected situations or delays.
Oh, for sure. Things rarely go exactly according to plan, especially in a dynamic environment like this.
Right.
Be prepared to discuss how you would adapt to those changing conditions, communicate effectively with your team, and make adjustments to the plan.
Okay.
While still prioritizing safety, maybe share an anecdote about a time you had to think quickly and solve a problem on the fly.
I love those real-life examples.
Me too. They really pack a punch.
Okay, question number 8. How do you ensure compliance with environmental regulations when handling cargo on the docks?
Okay, so this question really reflects that growing emphasis on sustainability in the maritime industry.
Right.
Companies are becoming increasingly aware of their environmental footprint and are looking for employees who share that commitment.
It's not just about moving cargo. It's about doing it in a way that protects the planet.
Exactly. And the interviewer wants to see that you understand that and are willing to take the necessary steps to minimize your impact.
So what if our listener doesn't have specific experience with environmental regulations in the maritime industry?
No worries. You can still showcase your commitment to environmental responsibility by drawing on experiences from other areas of your life.
Okay.
Have you ever worked on a project that involved waste reduction or recycling?
Mm-hmm.
Have you volunteered for an environmental organization? Have you volunteered for an environmental organization? Have you taken steps to reduce your own personal carbon footprint?
Yeah, those are great examples.
Those experiences demonstrate a genuine concern for the environment, which is something that interviewers really value.
Definitely. Okay, so then be sure to highlight your willingness to learn about those specific regulations
Yes.
that apply to the Stevedore role.
And you can even mention any relevant training programs or certifications that you're interested in pursuing.
Yeah, it shows you're not just a worker, you're a responsible citizen.
Exactly.
Okay, question number 9. How do you stay up to date with industry trends and changes in the field of freight handling?
Okay, love this question. This is a great opportunity to show off your intellectual curiosity and your commitment to continuous learning.
Mm-hmm.
The interviewer wants to see that you're passionate about your work and that you're invested in staying ahead of the curve.
So how do we convince them that we're not just coasting along?
Be specific. Mention any industry publications that you read, conferences you've attended, online forums you participate in.
Right.
Talk about specific technologies or trends that you're following and explain why you find them interesting.
Show them that you're engaged.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to geek out a little bit here.
Yeah.
If you're passionate about a particular aspect of freight handling, whether it's automation, sustainability, or safety, let that enthusiasm shine through.
Passion is contagious.
It is.
It can make you a much more memorable candidate.
Absolutely. And remember, even seasoned professionals are using tools like RoleCatcher to stay ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Its AI can analyze industry trends and identify emerging skills that you might need to develop.
Oh, wow.
It can even recommend specific training programs or resources to help you stay competitive.
That's incredible.
It takes the guesswork out of professional development.
Okay, question number 10. How do you ensure the efficient use of resources when handling cargo on the docks?
Okay, this one's all about optimization and maximizing productivity.
Working smart, not just hard.
Precisely think about times when you've identified inefficiencies in a process or come up with innovative solutions to save time or resources.
Okay.
Maybe you streamlined a workflow, reduced waste, or implemented a new system that boosted productivity.
STAR method can shine here.
Absolutely. Providing specific examples and quantifiable results can make your answer so much more impactful.
Good point. And don't be afraid to get a little technical.
Yeah.
If you have experience with lean manufacturing principles, Six Sigma methodologies, or other process improvement frameworks, mention them.
Yes, it shows that you're not just a doer, you're a thinker.
Right.
Who's constantly looking for ways to optimize operations.
I know we've been laser focused on those interview questions.
We have.
But the career guide also provides those valuable insights into the bigger picture of a Stevedore career.
It does.
Can we touch on that?
Absolutely. So the guide actually outlines that typical career progression from entry-level roles all the way up to supervisory and management positions.
Okay.
It highlights those increasing responsibilities at each stage and emphasizes the importance of continuous learning and professional development.
So even if you're starting at the ground level, there's a clear path for growth.
Exactly. And RoleCatcher can actually help you map out that path. Its AI can analyze your skills and experience, identify potential career trajectories, and even recommend specific certifications or training programs that will give you a competitive edge.
It's like having a personalized roadmap.
Precisely so.
Yeah.
Whether you're just starting out or looking to take your career to the next level, the resources and insights that we've discussed today can empower you to succeed in the dynamic and rewarding world of stevedoring.
All right, welcome back to the final part of our Stevedore deep dive. And I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty pumped after tackling all those interview questions.
Yeah, it was intense.
It was, but now I'm really curious to zoom out and look at the bigger picture.
Right, the long game.
The long game, exactly. What does a long-term career in this field actually look like?
Yeah, so the career guide actually lays out a pretty clear path for growth. From those entry-level roles all the way up to leadership positions. It's really a roadmap for those who are ambitious and eager to climb that ladder.
Okay, I love that. So let's start at the beginning. What are the key tasks and responsibilities for someone just entering the field?
So at the entry level, it's really all about mastering those fundamentals.
Sure.
You'll be sorting and organizing cargo loading and unloading vehicles, assisting with the movement of those heavy items.
Yeah.
And of course, always prioritizing safety. It's definitely a hands-on, physically demanding role.
Right.
That requires a sharp eye for detail and a willingness to learn.
And the guide even gives an example, profile of an entry-level stevedore.
It does.
It's someone with a strong work ethic, a dedication to teamwork, and a real eagerness to learn the ropes.
Yeah, ready to jump in.
Yeah, exactly.
Roll up their sleeves and contribute.
So then as you progress to that intermediate level,
Yeah.
what changes?
The responsibilities really expand significantly.
Right.
You're not just handling cargo anymore. You're starting to supervise and coordinate the work of others.
So leadership skills start to come into play.
Absolutely. At that intermediate level, you might be training new stevedores, ensuring compliance with safety regulations, overseeing inventory management.
Wow.
Collaborating with other departments to keep things running smoothly. It's definitely a step up in terms of responsibility and decision-making.
And the guide's example for this level is someone who's not only skilled at the hands-on stuff, but also excels at communication,
Yes.
problem solving, and taking initiative.
Right. They've honed their skills, proven their reliability, and they're ready for that next challenge.
Okay, so speaking of challenges, let's
Yeah.
talk about the senior level positions.
Ooh, the big leagues.
The big leagues, because these are all about big picture thinking,
Yeah.
strategic leadership.
Strategic leadership, exactly. So at that senior level, you might be developing and implementing operational strategies, monitoring budgets, conducting safety audits,
Wow.
and building relationships with key stakeholders.
That sounds really high level.
It is. It's a high-impact role that demands a deep understanding of the industry.
Yeah.
And the ability to navigate those complex challenges.
And the example profile here really does paint a picture of a seasoned leader.
Yeah.
Not only mastered the technical stuff,
Yeah.
but also has developed that strong business acumen, the leadership skills,
Right.
the ability to inspire and motivate others.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
It is. It really highlights that incredible growth potential within this field.
It does, but, reaching those senior levels requires continuous learning and development.
Absolutely.
So that's where those certifications, training programs,
Yes.
networking opportunities come in.
Networking is so crucial.
Yeah.
The career guide actually provides a great overview of the key certifications and training programs that can boost your credentials and open doors to advancement.
So give us some examples.
Sure. So, for example, a forklift operator certification is essential for anyone operating heavy machinery.
Makes sense.
While an OSHA certification really demonstrates your commitment to workplace safety and knowledge of hazardous materials handling.
And networking is key in any industry.
Absolutely, but especially in this one, where relationships and connections are so important. Right. Attending industry events, joining professional organizations, and connecting with others in the field can provide invaluable insights, mentorship opportunities, and even lead to new job prospects.
It's all about building those connections.
Absolutely.
Now, before we wrap up, we can't ignore the elephant in the room.
What's that?
Automation and robotics.
Right.
How is all of that impacting the future of freight handling, and what does it mean for aspiring stevedores?
It's the question on everyone's mind. The truth is, automation is already transforming the industry,
Yeah.
We're seeing robots and automated systems taking on tasks that were once done manually, and this trend is only going to accelerate.
Okay, so does that mean stevedore jobs are going to disappear?
Not necessarily. While some tasks may become fully automated, that need for skilled human oversight is going to remain crucial.
Okay.
So instead of replacing stevedores, automation will likely change the nature of the job.
So adaptability is key.
Absolutely. Those who are comfortable working alongside robots interpreting data, troubleshooting those complex systems will be in high demand.
So it's not just about brawn anymore, it's about brains too.
Exactly. And that's where RoleCatcher can really be a game changer.
Okay, how so?
Its AI can help you stay ahead of the curve by identifying those emerging skills and recommending training programs to keep your skill set relevant and in demand.
So it's really looking ahead.
Yeah, and it can also help you tailor your resume and interview responses to highlight those sought-after tech skills.
That's amazing. So even with the rise of automation, a career in freight handling can still be really rewarding.
Absolutely.
And full of opportunities.
Yeah, it's all about embracing change and continuously evolving your skills.
I think this deep dive has given us a really comprehensive look at the world of stevedores.
I agree.
From those tough interview questions to the long-term career prospects.
And all the exciting advancements.
And all the exciting advancements shaping the industry.
Shaping the industry.
So if you're seeking a career that's physically engaging, intellectually stimulating, and constantly evolving, the world of freight handling might just be the perfect fit for you.
I think so. And remember, RoleCatcher is your secret weapon.
Yes.
Its AI-powered tools and expert insights can guide you every step of the way.
Every step of the way.
From crafting that standout resume to acing that interview and navigating your long-term career journey.
So explore the guides.
Yes.
Harness the power of RoleCatcher's AI.
Do it.
And get ready to launch your journey in this dynamic and ever-evolving field. We are so excited for you.
We are.